The Las Vegas Raiders have their offensive coordinator now, and Chip Kelly's that guy. I didn't see this one coming at all. I actually thought it was going to be Darrell Bevell, with whom he went to 2 Super Bowls and won one. But Carroll already showed by recruiting and keeping defensive coordinator Patrick Graham that he was okay with doing something different than what got him to those 2 Super Bowls. I'm sure you realize that was over 10 years ago too, and this is a new day. Graham has one of the top up-to-date defensive minds in the league, while Kelly has one of the top up-to-date offensive minds. You got to have that in today's NFL. You especially need that offensive coordinator and quarterback when you're a defensive mind, a guy like Carroll is. The Raiders really struggled on offense last year because they were missing those 2 things. Kelly will fill one void, but is he bringing in someone to fill the other? Those of you that believe Kelly's simply a spread option with a bunch of bubble screens guy are caught in a time capsule. Kelly's offense has evolved into something much different than it was the last time we saw him in the NFL. His offense is now a mixture of old school NFL, what he tried to turn it into with the Philadelphia Eagles, and a couple of other things. If you saw Ohio State win their national championship this year, you have an idea what he's doing these days. He runs the ball. His Ohio State offense ran for 214 yards in the national championship game, and he doesn't just run zone blocking anymore. He runs that and the power gap scheme. He actually does a lot of things where he switches up who the lead blocker is too. Kelly's very innovative in that way and how he gets the ball to his playmakers with favorable matchups in the passing game, but again, he runs the ball. Therefore, he doesn't need a quarterback that's going to put his cape on every game. He needs a guy that'll manage the game when it's time to manage the game and make throws when it's time to make throws. Game managers somehow got this negative stigma, but that's what a real game manager is. They win games. The quarterback Kelly just coached at Ohio State might be what he needs. Well, Howard is a team guy that'll throw the ball 35 times for over 300 yards or 18 times for 200 yards, depending on what his team needs. That's how Howard played this past season, picking and choosing the spots to assert himself. You can see that in how he played the 3 games in which he led his Ohio State Buckeyes to the national championship game and how he played in the game. During that 3-game stretch, he threw for 306 yards per game with a total of 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Then once he got to the national championship game, he followed the game plan and played the opposite of how he'd been playing. He only threw the ball 21 times for 231 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. He carried the ball 16 times for 57 yards and had some big runs to get Ohio State out of some bad situations too. For the whole season, Howard completed 73% of his passes for 4,010 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. He had 226 yards and 7 touchdowns rushing too. Don't these look like the numbers of a first-round pick, especially with the national championship? He has all the traits you look for in a first-round pick too, but right now he's projected to go in the 3rd round. Look at his traits though. He's 6'4", 235 pounds, has a cannon for an arm, and he's hit the gun as fast as 22 miles an hour running. As far as physical traits go, he's in the Anthony Richardson category. Richardson only completed 54% of his passes for 2,549 yards, 17 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions in his last year in college though. So how is it that Richardson went in round 1 and Howard is projected to go in round 3? Oh, and Howard is way over the prerequisite of 30 college starts, with 50 to only 24 for Richardson. Wait, hold up. He has the size, arm strength, accuracy, athleticism, and winning pedigree to be a first-round quarterback. I can't get over him being projected to go in the 3rd round where Richardson went in the 1st. I don't trust it either, so we're going to have to let this play out. He's going to test well, so the Raiders just might have to get him at number 6 overall. They got to get the guy that knows Kelly's system. Wow, Pete Carroll and the Raiders went out and got Chip Kelly to be their offensive coordinator. With those 2, Graham as defensive coordinator and some of the other coaches on the staff, this is the best coaching staff the Raiders have had in a long time. The innovation Kelly's bringing is going to be something Raider Nation enjoys. And if Kelly's able to bring his quarterback up with him from Ohio State, the Raiders have a chance to really improve on offense. I'm going to do some film on this guy. I'm wondering what I missed. The guy 6'4", 235 pounds with a rocket arm and can run with the wind, so all the traits are there. The stats in the national championship are there too. Plus he already knows Kelly's system. Are you kidding me? The Raiders gotta go get him. Thank you for watching. See you next time.